Good morning, everybody. Admiral Preparedness here. It's official. We're now Natick Research Labs male human guinea pig for the MRE study of 2016. This is going to be day one, Tuesday. Meals 2 and number 19, total 2,600 calories. We have the good folks over there at the Natick have gone ahead and prepared the meal for me already. All I have to do is open it up and pick out the items. One thing I want to stress is these meals are definitely the ones that the guys out there in the field are eating in Afghanistan and other places around the country and world, of course. Let's take a look at what we got here, just to give you all a good idea of what this is going to be like. This is day one of 21 days. These are the actual warfighter meals, as you can see. They want me to keep everything, don't throw anything away. This is basically the grading, what the meal is, the caloric intake for each day, each meal. There's no breakfast, so you got to kind of take what's in these packages and create your breakfast. I've documented it as well, so I've got my record of it. And let's see what they gave us. Okay, for meal number 2, which is this one right here, you've got your beef shredded in barbecue sauce. And they took away the MRE heater since we don't need those. And so, of course, the standard MRE package. Being a Miraquill, the manufacturer Miraquill, you have your inner bag. And so what comes with this guy, of course, you've got your MRE beverage bag. I don't know why they kept that in there. They should have took that out also because, you know, I'm at home. I'm going to be eating these guys every day. And so I don't have a problem with using other containers. So that'll be fine, but I'm not going to use it. So they'll just get that back. Of course, you're going to have your caloric intake cards. I'm not going to use these either. I don't need to. So those will go those get put back away. What they do is they weigh these before they give them to me, so they know exactly what the weight was. Now the MRE spoon I'm not going to use either because I have my own utensils, so that just gets to stay. The accessory pack, I've already opened this one up to see what's in it. Now these are all supposedly 2014 preparation, so we'll just go ahead and go by that. But it's obviously 2013, 317th day of that year. The moist towelette, I've got my own utensils at home, so I don't need to worry about that. I'm not much of a gum chewer, but you know what? I'm going to go ahead and give these guys a good shot. I don't have a problem with that. The toilet paper, I'm just going to leave that alone. We don't need that. We got plenty of that at the house. They won't. I'm going to ask them if I can keep it afterward, but I don't know if they'll let me. You have the iodized salt. That's pretty interesting. That's for the food. Instead of sugar, this is a substitute, Splenda. There's the freeze-dried instant coffee, okay, in your standard generic type packaging. The non-dairy creamer product. For your drink, it's a lemonade flavored, no fruit juice, so it's pretty much artificial everything. Now what I'll do with these guys here, this is the cheese spread with jalapeno. Well, this guy here, I'll put that into some water to heat it up with the MRE. This one here is the black beans seasoned in the pouch. Of course, this is date 3353. You have the tortillas. Now these are always good if you want to heat them in the water. Get them nice and warm before you open them because they won't split on you. They're notorious for doing that. And of course you have the main entree, I believe here. This is the shredded beef in your retort package, and the date on this one is, it's hard to see because the lighting here is terrible. Looks like 2014-083. 2014, the 83rd day of that year. Of course, now you've got these guys here. There's no date on them. the cashews jalapeno flavored. There's no date. I couldn't find anything on it. I looked real hard, but then again, I saw up in the corner there's a date code. So that date code is 3/296. So that's the 296th day of the month here. Then you've got your pretzel sticks. I'm not much into pretzel sticks, but I'll go ahead and give these guys a munchie. Just put them out and munch on them all day long. Their date's also around 2014, the 9th day. So these are the only fresh items of this entire group. About 2.5 years old, 3 years old. The barbecue sauce, I'm not sure I'm going to use that at all either, but you know, I want to use it because it's got a storage date also of 2013. I want to see what how this stuff holds up. Apparently these are being kept in a storage closet there at the facility, and that's interesting that it's not frozen or it's not kept in a environmentally controlled space as far as that goes. But this is what is in that menu. Okay, now we're back. Well, as a magic of science here, meal number 19 has already been opened up, of course. It's a Miracle. Again, once again, it's a Miracle. Now this one's got some things that are different. This has the chocolate chip cookie, which is going to be, we'll call that dessert for whichever meal I decide to use it. Once again, you have your accessory pack, and this one's pack number B, which is the 2013, the 318th day. You've got your beverage pack raspberry, which is a standard for that guy. Of course, your chiclets, and then your a little bit different. These are new. These are different. Now, these are interesting. They've been putting in these Heinz ketchup and mustard prepared packaging with a shelf life. Who knows? I mean, as long as you take care of it. But these again were packaged back in 2013. The 211th day for the mustard and the 266th day for 2013. And then, of course, the cheese spread again. We like cheese spread, so this is going to go over well. We just want to make sure we heat it up because it's kind of semi-solid right now. Once you put it in some water and heat it, it'll be okay. Another good item in here would be the wheat snack bread. I think this is 2 pieces of this wheat snack bread. We'll have to open it up and see, but this is what you're going to use the cheese spread for. And I think this one here is the meat patty. Yes. So what you're going to want to do is put the beef patty with the bread, with the ketchup and the mustard, and make like a sandwich. So we'll go ahead and try that too, just for flavor. Now these guys here, I think everybody really likes these guys. These are the cocoa beverage powder mix. I'm not going to worry about mixing them inside the container since I have a house that I'm living in. So that'll be fun to watch. Again, you have your Miracle style container. That's the inner bag. We'll keep that for the garbage because you're telling us not to throw anything away. And this is a little treat though. I've had these before. The cherry blueberry raspberry or blueberry cobbler. This is really good. It's got some pieces of the actual cobbler material. Really nice and sweet. Really, you can have it cold or you can have it warm. Since there are other menus that they've given me for the next 4 days, I may experiment a little bit with some of those ingredients to see if we can get this guy to even be better. But alone, it's perfect. I'll probably just eat it right out of the container once I heat it up. Well, that's it for now for that. We'll get back to you in just a little bit. Again, this is a Admiral Preparedness MRE 21-day, only eat MREs only, and drinking water, nothing else other than what the beverage preparedness here again. We've got our prepared cup of hot water. We're going to add the ingredients. We've got our coffee, non-dairy creamer, our Splenda, Coffee Instant Type 3. Not sure who this is. Our Splenda, non-dairy, non-dietary ingredient, artificial sugar. Sure that'll go well. Of course, then you've got your creamer, non-dairy. Give that a quick stir. As you can tell, I'm not being very clingy about it. My Mount Rushmore coffee cup. Well, that makes good for morning's coffee. We'll take our morning pills. Some other, we don't take anything else. Just gonna have the coffee and sit back and relax. That's Bridget, our family pet. And so remember, 21 days. This is day one. This is my breakfast. It's gonna be a cup of coffee. And we'll talk to you just a little while. I'll be keeping you up to date. Admiral Preparedness. Take care of your country. Admiral Preparedness here again. We opened up the jalapeno flavored cashews, and we had a few of them already. And you know, all they have is pretty much a very light jalapeno type flavor to them. Nothing really strong. It's the cashews, definitely type of cashews. The key is that they're pretty good. You know, they're not gonna fill you up, but it's a nice little snack to hold you over till evening meal or morning after breakfast, or if you got them in your rucksack or your pocket and you're just walking around doing your thing. You know, you can use them for barter if you had to, but you know, the little kids would probably dig them. But it's got a lot of salt in it, so I wouldn't recommend. You know, if you're on a salt restrictive diet, you know, way to get salt off of them. You're just gonna have to eat them. But these are the jalapeno flavored cashews in a vacuum seal, so they stay prepared for. They'd stay good for just about forever until you open them up. The bag's nice and thick. It's excellent protein as far as the nets go. Admiral Preparedness here. And here we are once again, day one of the MRE 21-day meal. These are pretzel sticks. Their manufactured date or bottling date, or whatever you want to call it, was 2014-009. The nutrients are right here. You can always look them up on the web. You can stop that or pause that if you want to see the content. The sodium's what's got me. That's 15% of your daily. So they're pretty salty. And you want to make sure that you... hold on a second. My bird's about ready to get eaten by the cat. And of course, with anything that's got salt in it, you're going to want to definitely be hydrated. So drink a lot of water. We're going to open this guy up. It's got the pre-tab little places where you can open them up. You know, Ziploc, so we just assume it's got an oxygen removal in it. It's not vacuum packed, so I kind of wonder. Easy to get off. And there is an oxygen removal in there. I don't know if you can see that inside. I'm trying to get it to where you can see it. They're just regular old pretzel sticks. The doggy in the background is one of our other household pets. So we won't bother with the oxygen removal. These guys here pretty much just take out the oxygen. So whatever was left in here was nitrogen and whatever environmental gases were in this thing. So these should be pretty well preserved. Of course, you know, they're in pieces. Yep, nice and fresh like the day they went in there. Okay, that's Jojo right there. Everybody say hi to Jojo. And we'll be seeing you soon. Admiral Preparedness. And this is Admiral Preparedness here once again. I want to cover something I just glossed over a little bit. These little packets are called oxygen removal. What they do is there's a process in here just like hand warmers. They react with the oxygen in the atmosphere and heat the material up so you can warm your hands. Now I took this out about 2 minutes ago and it's starting to get warm, which means that it did its job while it was in the bag. And if you really wanted to keep using these things, you know, they eventually will stop working because of the properties and the chemical reaction. But you put it under vacuum, it'll cool back down. So for small quantities, you know, like pill bottles that are vacuum, that are sealed really well, where there's no air going to get in, you can use these guys. I always tell folks, you know, if you get them out of these type of packages, they're not. They're still good. They're still doing their job once they're exposed to the atmosphere again. It's not going to get super hot because it's only a few cc's, but as long as you can get it out of the package, put it back into a vacuum or a properly sealed, no oxygen environment, you can reuse them again until they finally deplete. Most people just throw them away, but to be honest with you, it feels lukewarm to any bare skin. So again, it's not going to cause any damage or any fires or any kind of hazard if you throw them in the trash. Just remember that it is still good. It's still doing its job. So if you wanted to take it out of the container and reuse it for some other future project, you could do that. Just be known that if once it gets super hard, it's definitely depleted itself. But this guy's still got some time. But we're just going to go ahead and put it in our trash bag that goes with these guys. But I just want to let you know that these can be reused as long as you get to them as soon as you bring them out of the container that has already depleted the oxygen, because it'll cool back down once the oxygen is done. That's Admiral Preparedness. We'll be back. Admiral Preparedness again. It's still a little bit early for our full lunch, so we're going to have a snack here. What I've decided to do here is the cheese spread with jalapeno and the pretzel sticks. What I'm going to do is take a few of those pretzel sticks and I'm going to enjoy them with the jalapeno. I don't pride myself in tearing stuff, so I'm just going to use a pair of scissors to get the goodness out of the container. Because what I'm going to do is make it like a dip. So you open it up about like that. You can see inside. It's, you know, it's pretty much just Cheese Whiz or a cheese type product. Reach inside, gather up some. Yep, just like the stuff you'd find in a can. The jalapeno and the cheese doesn't start right away. It takes a few seconds for it to let you know it's there. Got a interesting little kick to it. I think these would be a hit for anybody out there who's looking for something to just a little bit of comfort. A little snack. It's not messy. Sit around your desk, workspace, or wherever you're at. Not too much of a kick. Of course, you could always go on the internet to find the nutritional supplement facts. It's all in the back here. I don't know if you can see that or not. But, with the salt content. Something to keep you busy. Talk to you soon. Admiral Preparedness. It's time for lunch, and I believe we're having the jalapeno beef patty and pepper jack. So let's see what came in here. Okay, so let's see. Wine entree, which is the pepper jack. This is the wheat snack bread. We have some salt for flavoring. We have our drink, which is the beverage base raspberry. We have the Heinz mustard and Heinz ketchup. And we have some cheese spread. And that is beef patty jalapeno. We're going to heat that up and come back, and we're going to plate it out, and let's have a good review. Okay, as magic of television, we're back. We're going to start opening up things. Let's start with the base beverage powder, since that's the easiest. That's pretty much simple. On that base beverage, it was 2013, 228, the day of the year that it was packaged. Just cut off the end there. Pour it down, let it go. 20 ounces of water is what it asked for. I'm using ice water. Give that a quick stir. Nice grape smell coming off the powder. A little bit it's not, some of it's not coming to liquid. I think it just needs to be well worked. Cold water. I'm not going to use lukewarm next time because I want it to be cold. Put ice in it, but that'd be kind of a waste of time. Alright, we have to save the garbage, so we'll put that aside. Let's take a look at the wheat snack bread. Of course, it's got the perforations all along the edge, so it shouldn't be a problem. Of course, there's going to be an oxygen removal. This guy's always in it, and again, once I said about the O2 remover, go ahead and dispose of that part. You don't need it. Not good for you. You just don't want to eat that at all. These guys here come apart. Depending on how well it was stored, you know, you've got your two wheat snack bread items. The main entree. They give you pretty much one way to open it up. They give you two notches, one here and one here to tear it open. Seeing as how the second notch is right here, we're going to go ahead and do it the top notch. Actually, I'm just going to use a pair of scissors because I can. Slightly vacuum packed, so that's kind of a good thing. Put that in there. I can smell the jalapeno and the beef coming out in the smell, which is very pleasing. It's hot, so you gotta be careful. And of course, inside you can see the piece of meat. It's processed, of course. Okay, there's a little bit of liquid in it. It's got the grill marks, as you can see. We're just going to do a small sampling here. I'm not going to go ahead and let you watch me eat it. That would be just not proper. So we're going to take a small piece of the bread and cut it with the meat. Kind of have like a sandwich. You can see some jalapeno spice on that. A little bit of ketchup. Again, I'm going to use the scissors because I can. Just to break it open. A little bit on the scissors, of course. It's definitely ketchup. Not going to use it all right now. I want to save some. Same with the mustard. Just push it back a little bit. And spread that. I've kneaded it just a little bit to give it some texture there. And I'm going to give that a bit of a taste. You can definitely, the jalapeno stands out, but the bread, a little bit dry. I think maybe if it was crumbled up and mixed together with the beef patty, that might be another way to do it. But that's what you get. Jalapeno beef patty. Tastes pretty good. the beef patty all by itself. That's this guy here. Or not exactly. This is just your basic beef patty. There's a piece of halibut. There's a piece of, if you can see that. It's processed beef, almost like Salisbury steak, but not the flavor, but just the texture. Definitely can taste the jalapeno. It's lives long after you have already eaten and swallowed the patty. Go back and take a look at the grape drink. Yeah, it's your standard type grape drink from when you was a kid growing up and mom put it on the table. Okay. Well, I'm going to enjoy this whole thing because I got to eat the whole thing. That's part of the plan with the research study is for me to consume all of the items here, and I'll show you an image of what it looks like when I'm done. So this is Admiral Preparedness having my lunch. Day 1 of the 21-day MRE, only consuming MREs for 21 days. And good evening, everybody. This is Admiral Preparedness with our evening meal on day 1 of our 21-day only MREs. Right now we're having shredded beef and barbecue sauce, black beans and sauce. That's heating up right now in the water bath. We're having tortillas, 2 of them. Those are heating up. I'm going to go ahead and show you what we got here. There's barbecue sauce. You can look up the dietary things on the internet. Of course, the good old cheese spread. We're going to try that with the tortillas and the shredded beef. Iodized salt. And a beverage is the beverage base powder lemon lime. This is what we're going to do right now in our glass of water. I'm going to use scissors because I don't really like to be tearing stuff. It's just, if I got a pair of scissors, I can use a pair of scissors. Keep the trash. Got to keep the trash because everything's weighed. Alright, right into the beverage. No smell. I can't smell anything coming from the beverage bag. Give that a quick stir. Everything went to the bottom, so that's a good thing. A little bit on top. It's cold water, ice cold water from the dispenser in the refrigerator, so as we've noticed in several other videos from other reviewers, it takes a little bit longer for the beverage to dissolve in cold water versus lukewarm or hot water. I don't like my drinks in lukewarm water. I want them to be in cold water, so I just give it a stir for now, then come back in a few minutes after we got our meal up. Okay, we're going to open up the cheese sauce also. Just basically with a pair of scissors. Just cut the top off. Squeeze all the goodies down to the bottom. Alright, open it up. And you can see the yumminess inside the container. That's the cheese. It's just basic plain. It's nothing fancy. The barbecue sauce, we can go ahead and open that up too. I'm just going to add it to the food when it comes in. Just basically grab it by the top and cut it with your scissors. Here's your, oh, that smells good. Standard barbecue. And we'll be right back when we bring the food in. Give me just a moment. And I'm back. I want to let you see the opening of the pouches. Basically, we're just getting the water off of them, dry them up. They're really hot, boiling water. This one is the black beans and sauce season. Okay, date on it is 2013 353. All the nutrient information, well, that's pretty well no-brainer. We're going to cut this along the top. It has the tear right here. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to squeeze it out onto the plate. I've got to consume the entire meal, so that's not a problem. Oh, that smells good. That smells yummy. Just squeeze all the goodness out. Everything's got to be eaten. They want me to consume the entire meal. Of course, I'm doing this in stages because I don't want to eat it all at once because I'm not really that hungry. But for now, basically it's retorted food cooked in a vats in production, commercial style environment. Everything's super clean. They make sure that they heat the food very well before they before they package it. Some of the stuff's commercial off the shelf. Some of it's not. Okay, this is a shredded beef and barbecue sauce. We're going to put this right over here. Again, I'm just going to go ahead and take it from the top. It's pretty hot. Manufacture date is 2014 009, so this is the newest and freshest of all the meals. 2014. It is 2016, so this stuff's been sitting around for just a little bit. Again, once it is manufactured, it goes into storage. These are special meals that were developed, or at least pulled from the production line and taken to a laboratory where they could wait for the request of the engineer, the technicians, and the doctors, and all the physicians and people who are doing this study. There's a handful of people. They are going to remain anonymous. But yeah, it's pretty good stuff. Little piece of meat there. It's shredded, so all the goodness. Now the tortillas, these were heated up. You don't understand, if you don't heat these up, they'll break on you. And these guys have a manufacture date of 2013 256. Fold off the top. See inside. It's your standard tortillas. You get two of them. They're warm to the touch, a little moist. Inside you have an oxygen removal. Remember to take that away. It should open up nicely. Pliable. Good shape. Okay, so we've got our dinner here. I'm just going to take a few samples of it, just so you can see that we eat it. Use my scissors. Alright, folks. This is the black beans. Definitely spicy. Beans are in good texture. Shredded beef. Barbecue sauce. Look different in flavor, the beans. Very good. Very good. I'll squeeze some of the barbecue sauce. A little bit of beans. This is already in barbecue sauce, but it's a different contrast, a different color. Got to use every bit of it. No, I'm not going back. And I have a choice for the next 21 days, or actually 20 days, of getting some more of these meals. I'm redoing them based on the fact that I've got 21 days. Try this again with the barbecue sauce. Definitely has a little bit of an interesting flavor to it. A little sweet. I got the dogs in here and looking at my plate. Now the beef, shredded beef, there's more small pieces than there are big pieces, but I found a big piece. See if I can get that up to you. So there's goodness in here. You're not gonna go hungry. So that's a good sampling. Tender, flavorful. Oh, absolutely. And the drink, basically your lemon lime flavor, a little weak. I use too much water, but for now I'm just gonna go ahead and enjoy this. Animal preparedness. Almost done with day one. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, give me feedback, and we'll talk to you soon.